Welcome back. So in the last video we looked at section 7. We had to create a function which converts a number, a numeric grade, into a letter grade, and we have a return line for every letter grade. And we saw how we calculated this. I broke it up into pieces. So we have a variable called number grade, which calls the average for Lloyd, and Lloyd in turn consults the dictionary for Lloyd. And then after we get the number grade, we print it out. The letter grade, in turn, what we do is we have another function called get the letter grade, and its parameter is the number grade we calculated previously, and we print that out. And I showed you how to nest them one within the other, but of course if you don't want to nest them like that, you want to understand it a little bit better, you can break it up, and that certainly helps when we're debugging our code. We're trying to find errors in our code. If we have these nice little bite-sized pieces, it's much easier to decode or find the errors in your programming, and that process is called debugging. In section 8, now we're getting the average for the whole class, so we're defining a new function here, get the class average, and for it we have a class list, so you can see the list down there. Okay, and we're going to store the results in this list called results. So let's say we have 3 students and their average is 90, 80, and 86%. Those numbers are going to be in there, but right now you can see results is empty. We have no grades in there, and we have to populate that list, and we populate that list with a for loop. Okay, so for every student in the class list, okay, so it's receiving one parameter called class list, what we're going to do is we're going to call the average function. Okay, we're going to get the average for each student and put it in a variable called x. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to append x to results, the list of grades for the class. Now, when we first start, there's nothing in there. There's no grade. So if the first student, let's say it's Lloyd, his average is 92%, what that's going to do is it's going to put 92 in results. So we have the results for one student, and we're going to build that list with the grades for all the students. If you like, you can nest this. You can see an X over here and an X over here. So you can just simply do a cut and paste that right in where you see the X. Okay, and then you don't even need that line there. Okay, and what we're doing then is we're getting the average of the results. And again, some people just go crazy with this nesting, so what they might even do is they may even cut that out and put that in there. And you can see what I mean by this hurting a person's brain. There's too much thinking going on, and it's a lot better to break this up like what we have here. Okay, so the function gets called, and it calculates the average for that class. In the last section, section 9, we're getting the letter grade again, but this time we're getting the letter grade not for a student, but for the entire class. And that completes the sections for Chapter 6.